Shh, hold on, y'all, be quiet. There we go. All right. All right, Shalom. First and foremost, we give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Akwakadash. Double honors to the elder apostles, the elders of GMS. Peace, salutations, blessings to the Ark and blameless true. Shalom to the hopeful elect. I titled this lesson, Revelation 13:16 prophecy. All right, so, through the Spirit, some of the elder apostles on down, like my brothers, hey, we've been going into, the prophecy, which is to come. All right, right before the, World War III to kick off and the destruction of America, Babylon the Great. All right, and as you can see, there's a little news, news here, in Chicago. They're following after, like New York, and basically implementing, where people had to require the proof of their V card, their status, in order to be able to, go into restaurants, like it says down here, any establishment where food and beverages are served, including restaurants, bars, fast food, coffee shops, so forth and so on, gyms, fitness, bars, stuff like that. All right. And, hey, through the Spirit, some of the elder apostles on down, this word been going out. All right. The prophets on the highways and byways have been, bringing it out. All right. This is Revelation chapter 13. 13 verse 16. It said, and he causeth all. All right. If you go into that word causeth, it's peo, which means make ready.
Strong's G 4160. Poeo.
All right, said, and he causeth. All right, poeo. Let's get real quick. All right, so outline of biblical usage. It says to make. All right. Down here on C, it says to make ready, to prepare. All right, so again, these devils, all right, Esau, Edom is making ready, all right, and he causeth all, he making ready by ways of his agenda he's pushing throughout the whole earth. All right, again, this agenda is being pushed on all people throughout the whole earth. All right, they coming with that serpent juice. All right, because it's a build up into what is to come. They are programming the minds of the masses, the people. All right, starting with this serpent juice. All right, and when the time comes, all right, when they're gonna implement, that MOTB, which through the Spirit, some of the elder apostles on down, and a lot of my brothers, hey, it's that CHIP, and obviously these devils been censoring the word, on YouTube, brothers' channels constantly getting cut, all right, struck, taken down, brothers that diligent in this word and the truth, bringing out, the scriptures, all right, thousands of videos, and these devils just cut it off. But what do they push? All this madness, this folly, keep people in this dumb, docile mindset, this mind state, all right? Keep them in the darkness. All right, so back to Revelation 13:16, it said, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive, That word M-A-R-K, we can't even say that. They cut the video down. It's a teragma. All right, you go into that word, teragma. It's an imprint, an imprinted stamp. All right, an incision. Real quick, let me get it.
Strong's G 5480. Haragma.
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 It says a stamp, an imprinted mark of the mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand as the badge of the followers of the Antichrist, which, you know, we understand that this whole world is in an Antichrist, anti-Messiah, you know, behavior. All right? You know, anything that is contrarian to the truth of the Bible, all right, is anti-Messiah. All right, these devils with their wicked laws, wicked, you know, ways, you know, they got everybody going in, you know, in anti-Messiah behavior. All right, you know, these devils don't uphold none of the laws of the Bible. All right, they're completely, utterly wicked and corrupt. All right, so we understand that, you know, this charagma is a stamp or imprinted mark. All right, and it has to do with buying and selling. Again, you know, the time we are in, everything's digital. The cash, you know, cash is, you know, digital. You know, everybody got their cars, their phones. You know, everything's just computer, and it's all digital. All right, so, you know, through the spirit, it only makes sense of, you know, what this MOTB gonna be. All right, it's gonna be, you know, and like you know, we done seen the videos with, you know, old president, old Sleepy Joe, you know, 15 years ago when he was just whatever he was talking about, you know, he said, what he say, you know, mark my words, you're gonna rule on it before your 10 years is up, whether or not a microscopic tag can be implanted in a person. And again, you go into you Google 2020-060606, and what pops up? The patent for OBG, you know, OBG's patent on that thing. All right? And you still got, you know, some other camps and, you know, other people out here trying to, you know, confuse the sheep, trying to mislead the sheep. All right, when it's clear unto, you know, us hopeful elect, you know, Lord willing, we elect. All right, but it's clear unto us, the Lord has opened our eyes, that we are able to, you know, receive this. We are able to see it for what it is. All right. Let's see. Salakia. Verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell, say he that had the charagma, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. All right, so again, you know, these devils is pushing this agenda throughout the whole earth. All right, causing all, they want everybody to, you know, to do this, but you gotta see it for what it is. What is it leading up to? All right, again, you know, us brothers, some of the other apostles on down like my brothers, we ain't taking no nothing. These devils ain't, you know, we ain't doing nothing. All right, we telling people trusting you. How about Shemi Ashai? You know, Jeremiah 17 verse 7. All right, no matter what, you know, we in those times. You can't. This is the devil. Esau, Edom's the devil. Let's say never trust thy enemy. All right. Revelation chapter 3 verse 10 says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Okay, so we know that, hey, these devils ain't never moved this way before. They ain't never try to, you know, hey, you know, the flu's been a thing for however many years. You ain't never seen them go out throughout the whole earth and say, hey, we got to hit everybody with this this flu thing. You know what I mean? Because it's leading up to that. You know, they could have very well used it, but it wasn't time. All right, the Lord didn't. It wasn't time for them to go about it the way they're going about it. All right, now, you know, I say Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. You know, hey, we in that time, these devils, the Lord, it put it in their heart. He hardened their heart, just like he hardened Pharaoh's heart. You know, he put it in their mind to move the way they moving. All right, Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahshua control. Proverbs 21, verse 1. You know, the king's heart. But this is Revelation chapter 12, verse 12 says, therefore rejoice ye heavens, ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down to you, having great wrath, because he knoweth he have but a short time. All right, and hey, these devils is, you know, they cutting off stuff here and there. You know, they trying, you know, they moving in gradualism. All right, they moving in gradualism. But point in time gonna come when these devils is done with that gradualism. It gonna speed up. All right, and the Lord gonna move them to come with that great wrath. Unless you covered by Yahweh Shem Yahshua, then hey, you're gonna be out there for the taking. All right. Let me get this real quick. Salakia. Micah chapter 2, verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with the sword destruction. All right. Salakia. I was trying to get it. That wasn't the one I was wanting though. Yeah, 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. All right. And again, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, you know, we are not ignorant to the devices of Satan, of these devils. All right. Which Esau, Edom, the Edomites, you know, being that physical counterpart of Satan. Salakia. Oh my God. Salakia. Trying to get this. I thought it was might be Romans. Let me get this real quick. Yeah, Romans 11:7, I think. Yeah, Salakia. All right, Romans chapter 11, verse 7. It says, what then? All right. Israel had not attained that which he seeketh for, but the election had obtained it, and the rest were blinded. All right, so at the end of the day, you know, we understand that only the elect, all right, which Lord willing, you know, we're hoping, you know, we a part of that elect, are going to be able to obtain this understanding. All right, the Lord Yahweh Shai is going to blind the minds of them, all right, that they ain't meant to get it. All right, because if you had this word, you know, if you receiving this message, all right, and you are able to, you know, have this vision, all right, and you wholeheartedly trust in Yahweh Shem Yahshua, then, you know, Hey, that's the Lord showing you mercy. All right. Why, you gotta think like, why the Lord give me, this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and then there won't be no hope. All right. And then, hey, sometimes you get them doubt demons on you and whatnot, and you just gotta, you gotta, cast down them wicked thoughts. All right. Because there are people out here that, hey, they ain't got a chance in the world. All right, they don't have any understanding. Even these so-called, preachers, plantation Christianity, all right, even some of the other camps, at the end of the day, they ain't really able to receive this, this message, this truth. All right, so it said, what then? Israel had not attained that which he seeketh for, but the election hath attained it, and the rest were blinded. And hey, no matter how many times, you could go into it with a person, your family member, or whoever it may be, and they, whatever it is, the Lord put that stupor on them that they just blind. And, just like the brothers went into a little earlier, like that movie, Don't Look Up, that. Hey, they didn't believe it, The same thing with this word, all right? They don't believe it. But hey, when they see them, when they see all hell breaking loose, and they seeing them, the chariots cover the sky, and the elect getting that salvation, them ICBM missiles coming this way, they're gonna believe it then. And it's like saying Second Ezra's, saying must know it by after death by pain, That's what it's gonna take. All right, verse 8 said, according as it is written, the Most High had given them the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear unto this day. All right. And again, all his brothers at one time was a part of the world, doing worldly things, didn't have any kind of wisdom, knowledge, or understanding. And the Lord showing mercy, one way or another, we was all called into this truth. All right. And we hearken unto this word. And we all agreed, in that one mind, right? Many members of the body, but all in that same mindset, all right? Whatever brother's law is, all right? And, the believing sisters too, they hearing the word, which, very few probably, because they probably all over the place. But hey, whatever it is at the end of the day, hey, it's all praise to how about Shemi Ashai. Hey, Shalom, the water brother for the precepts, the Ark in his likeness, Joshua Allah. How about Shemi Ashai Barakathon? Let's see, it's a brother, let's see what he got. All right, Psalm in his likeness, Joshua Allah, Psalm 17, verse 12 says, like as a lion that is greedy of his prey, and as it were a young lion lurking in secret places, arise, O Yahweh, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. All right, again, hey, Esau is the sword of Yahweh Shem Yashai. All right, at the end of the day, he's like, that brother's going to, just the weapon, all right, the sword, all right, and Yahweh Shem Yashai going to use Esau, to do what he does, kill, steal, destroy, all right, all the way up until the point, where the table's going to be turned, all right, the elect going to be redeemed, and then that destruction going to come over here, to America, them ICBM missiles, all right. Said, verse 13, arise, O Yahweh, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword, from men which are thy hand, O Yahweh, from men of the world, which have their portion in this life. and whose belly thou fillest with thy hid treasure. They are full of children, and leave the rest their substance to their babes. And hey, that's Esau has gotten all his riches, by thievery, by robbery. All right, it's like I say, these devils, they still have they taking everything, they still don't have enough. All right, and they build up all these riches. These devils can't even spend that kind of money, and they leave it on to their offspring and so forth and so on. But hey, this is part of the story. All right, and the kingdom to come, righteousness is going to be established. Starting with your house on down. All right, that eternal, kingdom. All right. So, same brother in his likeness, Yasha'Allah. So Isaiah 59 verse 15. Yeah, truth faileth, and he that depart from evil making himself a prey. And the Lord Yahweh saw it, and it displeased him that there was no judgment. All right, and hey, that's what it is. It's like say was that precept roughly paraphrasing. If thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptations. All right. And that's another key indicator of, walking in that righteous path, rehearsing the righteous acts, where you got people in the world that don't want to, they don't condone your righteousness. And let's say we ain't trying to be over righteous, hey, we in this wicked flesh, it is what it is. All right, but at the end of the day, we understand, what is to come. All right, if we be a part of that hopeful number, our body's gonna be changed. We're given that new heart, which is that mind. All right, when we ain't gonna be able to go off, we ain't gonna be able to sin. All right, therefore, that eternal life is like your house side, defeated death. All right, but as of now, being in this wicked world, we catch hell. All right, that's why, you can't just run around everybody and start trying to preach to everyone, because at the end of the day, this ain't for everyone. And you're gonna get a lot of bring a lot of unnecessary heat your way. All right, that's why the elder apostles and stuff on down, they always talking about how these other camps, always wearing their fringes on their shirts and stuff. And at the end of the day, y'all do what y'all do. All right, everybody gonna, we gonna do what we do. Same brother, Jeremiah 49 verse 10. But I make Esau bare, I have uncovered his secret places, and Esau being made bare, I through the spirit and power, Habashim Yashai, starting with the elder apostles on down, bringing out this word, linking up these scriptures, all right, with who's who, you know what I mean? Who's Esau, all right, the characteristics of the wicked. Hey, Esau to a T. All right, these devils, that's the way they get down. All right, the scriptures are spot on. All right, Esau being made barren. That's why these devils about to come with that great wrath. They're already trying to censor the word. It's like I say, Amos 8:11, the famine of the word. Hey, we see that coming. All right, but hey, when the famine of the word comes, hey, that's a key indicator of the elect being sealed. All right, and the servants of the Lord, work pretty much, done when it comes to bringing out the word. Because if there ain't no platforms, you can't go out on the highways and byways, because the troops, the damn robot dogs. Hey man, then that means elect seal. We gonna ride it out to the end, you know, and Lord will endure until the end. All right. So, but I have made Esau bare. I've uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. So his seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. And these devils are not. Though he set himself up to be like the Most High. Hey, these devils far from it. All right, they're wicked. All right, and again, that's another thing. The MOTB, the Tarama. Hey, these devil, he got that all-seeing eye on the back of the dollar bill. He wants to be able to see everything. He wants to be able to track everything. He wants to know where you're at 24/7. He wants to know what you spend your money on. He wants to know how much money you got. So I mean, again, that's just another. It only makes sense. All right, the devil want to see everything. He'd be like he trying to be like the Most High. All right, but Esau about to be at the end of his blessing, all right, which is this age coming to an end. All right, the wicked rule coming to an end. All right, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob's the beginning of it hereafter. All right, same brother, Romans 13 verse 11, and that knowing the time. All right, again, how we know the time? By through the spirit and power, how about Shema Shai? Starting with the apostles on down like my brothers, but through these scriptures, measuring out of time diligently. How you measure it? By the scriptures. All right, gaining this wisdom, knowledge, understanding, linking up the scriptures. All right, with current events. All right, scriptures with history to better understand. Hey man, the scriptures are spot on, man. There ain't no way of getting around it. I think Isaiah 55 verse 11. The words, roughly paraphrasing, the words you howl not gonna come back void. All right. Saying that, knowing the time, that now is high time to awake out of sleep, and being in the world is not having this wisdom, knowledge, understanding, not knowing anything about the truth, the time you're in, who the devil is. That's being in a spiritually dead state. All right, asleep. So again, once you receive this light and you becoming awoke unto what is taking place on this earth, then like it said, knowing the time, all right, that now it is high time to wake out of sleep. So for now is our salvation nearer than we believe. All right, and you still got these, plantation Christianity people saying, oh, they've been talking about the end of the world since the beginning of the world. What do you think it's going to come? And if you don't, most people don't understand it because they don't know the scriptures, what the scriptures foretell. All right, and again, through Spirit Power Shai, we have understanding of what is to take place in the end of days, the end of this age. All right, and we are seeing those signs take place. So, here it is. All right, hey, it's gonna happen. All right, very soon. All right, verse 12 says, "The night is far spent; the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light." All right, which is this word, which is Yahweh Shem Shai. All right, the works of darkness is the way of the world. Pleasing your flesh. All right, chasing the bag. Just being consumed in folly, being consumed in wickedness. All right, at the end of the day, if you ain't consumed, for the most part in this truth, then you're being consumed by other things besides the truth. All right, so if you're spending 75, 70% of your day, your time focusing on, the prophecy, focus on the word, listen to brothers, and then, you go through the motions, of your everyday life, and then maybe you spend a little bit of time here and there messing with other crap, but at the end of the day, you putting most of your focus into, Yahweh Bashim Yashai. All right, with Ecclesiastes 12:13, let's hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep His commandments. All right, for this the whole duty of man, your whole duty. All right, it's to fear Yahweh, Yahweh Bashim Yashai. All right, how you gonna fear the Lord if you ain't doing anything that's pleasing unto the Lord? All right, that's showing lack of fear. All right, so in order to please the Lord, you have to put forth your time into receiving this message. Again, in Isaiah 33 verse 6, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength salvation. So, in these times to come, having this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, hey man, it's like I say, Isaiah 33 verse 6, and wisdom and knowledge shall be a stability of thy times and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord Yahweh is His treasure. Okay, so the times we're in, the times that, steadily approaching, very close. All right, the beginning of sorrows, Jacob's trouble. Time like never was. Us, sincere Akim, whom are, building up our faith, building up, our wisdom, knowledge, and understanding in this truth. The Lord will, Yahweh Shai, keep that hedge upon us, and we're going to be all right. But having this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, you can pretty much see that those who ain't got it, they ain't going to be all right. All right? Again, it's all through the Spirit. The Lord has shown mercy upon us by letting us receive this message. All right? But with that, I'll probably close up. Like the water up for the precepts, Yahweh Shem Yashah, Barak Atham, to all the sincere brothers. All right. And hey, we just going to keep pushing, Lord willing. Lord willing. All right. So, with that, I say, Kwan Yashala, Abba, DTA soon, Barak Atham Yahweh, Bashim Yashah, call along, Yahweh, Bashim Yashah, Bashim Kwakadash.